It was 4 years ago when Sandra Bland had just driven in from Illinois to start a new job in Texas when she was pulled over for failing to signal a lane change. Until now, the only video of that controversial stop was from the officer's dash cam. But recently, new video surfaced, obtained exclusively by our sister station WFAA in Dallas in partnership with the Investigative Network.
I miss you so much. I miss you so much.
Shantae Needham stands in the same spot in Prairie View, northwest of Houston, where her sister Sandra Bland was stopped and arrested by a Texas DPS trooper in 2015. 3 days later, her lifeless body found hanging inside the Waller County Jail. Her death later ruled a suicide.
Get out of the car!
The Bland family says this new video confirms their suspicions, because until now, the family and public have only ever seen this dash cam video released by DPS after pressure from outraged lawmakers and protesters.
You mind putting out your cigarette, please? Don't mind.
I'm in my car, but I have to put out my cigarette.
Well, you can step on out now.
Trooper Brian Encinia later claimed to DPS investigators he ordered Sandra out of her car because he said that he feared for his safety.
My safety was in jeopardy at more than one time.
Encinia was indicted on perjury for his version of what happened in his arrest report. But what Trooper Encinia never mentions in that audio interview is that he knew Bland was recording him because she told him so.
I have a right to record. This is my property.
The Investigative Network uncovered the never-before-seen video, and for the first time, it takes you inside her car, where you experience her arrest as if through Bland's own eyes. Here's the entire 39 seconds.
Get out of the car now!
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to give me a ticket for your failure?
Get out of the car.
Why am I being apprehended? You just opened my car door. You just opened my car door. So you threatening to drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car!
And then you
I
gonna
will
stun
light
me?
you up. Get out!
Wow.
Now!
Wow.
Get out of the car!
Really, for a failure to signal. You doing all of this for a
Get
failure to
over
signal.
there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yep, for a failure to signal.
Get off the phone.
On my school.
Get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone. I have a right to
Put your
record. This
phone
is my
down.
property. This
Put
is
your
my
phone
property.
down.
Sir?
Put your phone down. Right now.
I took the newly discovered video to Chicago, Bland's hometown, to show it to her sisters for the first time.
Get out of the car now!
Open up the case. Period. That's how I feel right now. Mm-hmm. This is crucial to everything that he said in the report, in his report. This not only shows that he lied, but that he really had no business even stopping her, period. And at the end of the day, he needs to go to jail.
DPS Texas Rangers and the FBI searched Bland's phone during their joint investigation and discovered her video 2 months after the traffic stop and her death.
Where'd you get that?
Have you ever seen that video?
I've never seen that.
Chicago attorney Cannon Lambert represented the Bland family in its federal civil rights lawsuit.
You've never seen this video.
I've
it was
seen
never
that.
turned over to you.
I've never seen that. It wasn't on anything we had. How is this possible? That video shows he's not in fear of his safety, and she's not reaching for anything.
Neither DPS Director Steve McCraw or Attorney General Ken Paxton, whose office defended DPS in court, responded to our repeated attempts for an interview to ask if they intentionally withheld Bland's video in the civil lawsuit. 9 months after the suit was settled, prosecutors dropped the perjury charge against Encinia in return for him giving up his law enforcement license. Even though the Bland family insists special prosecutors promised them they'd try Encinia's case in front of a jury.
Wait, are you telling me that the special prosecutors had access to this and then they still decided not to prosecute him? Wow.
In fact, prosecutors did have this video. The Investigative Network has confirmed that. But because grand jury proceedings are secret, We'll probably never know if they showed it to the grand jurors in Waller County. For the Bland family, this new revelation leaves their biggest question: who will be held accountable? Still up in the air.
In the months before her death, Bland began posting videos on YouTube that she made with her phone, discussing subjects like officer-involved shootings of unarmed black men. Meanwhile, her family says they want the investigation into the arrest by the trooper reopened.